Hello there YouTube. Today I have my very first deck profile to Digimon Gaming TCG. Today I am presenting you Security Control Yellow deck mixed with purple. It topped me 2 in my Store Championship Wave 2, and it did pretty good. I was amazed. I went against Hunters, I went against Belphemon RAAGE and Gallantmon. Those 3 matchups were pretty decent. Let's start off with the eggs. We have 4 Digitamas of Umpamons. When attacking, if you have 3 or fewer, draw 1 in security. Then we have next the rookie lineup, which I like to run, Salamons. If you have 3 or fewer in security, if you die, deletion, recover 1. It's a very good rookie. This came in a lot. Then next I have 2 Quadramons that come back from security on play, draw 2. These actually are pretty good. In the match, these came to draw my guys. Next up, I have 4 Magna Angemons. This right here is the core mechanic of the whole deck, because once you have these bad boys out, this is the core mechanic to everything. Then we have 1 May Crackmon. Vicious mode. Next lineup, we're going straight into the level 6s. My favorite, Shadow Seraphi. In the matchups, opponent's turn, when a card is removed from security stack, de-digivolve 1 time. On deletion, recover 1. And then delete 4K for every single one in your security. This was very good. This stopped Hunters and Belphemon. It de-digivolved them and deleted a couple of them. Then next up, because I took it back to old school mechanics and security control, and this is the only way I feel like I lasted against Shine Greymon. If I would have had this early on, if I knew about it and it kept me in the game. But ever since I added this mechanic to my deck, it has been running more better than ever. And of course, we cannot forget our 2 favorites, Avenge Kidmon and Junomon. These 2 can recycle everything back from your trash into your deck. And the long games, this is very good. Next up, we'll have a Venusmon. Recover 1, and sometimes the purple comes into play with the May Crackmon. Next up, I have my level. That would be it for my level 6s. Next up would be my 2 levels 7s. 1 Death X and 1 Shine Gray Ruin Mode. These 2 best combos. I feel like maybe a second one or this one. Either one you couldn't go wrong with. Next up, we'll have our option cards. That leads up for our Digimon. This is all I play for Digimon. If you were curious to know what I'm running, this is what I'm running as my main core of the deck. Next up, we have option cards. All-time clutch, Calling of Darkness. Everybody knows you need that card. Next up, my favorite. This came in so many times. Lonke. I recovered it at the right exact time where I had 3 more than half the time, where I got to get rid of 2 things on the field that I could not get rid of easily. Next up would be also a key component to how to stay alive in this game. My holy waves. These best. And of course we can't forget 4 flame health size. This brings this, and these. Next up, we're going to have the staple of all staples. Reinforcement memory boost. Perfect card. Next up, we'll have 2 Schwartz. And all favorites. You cannot run this without this one. And this is the best. Now to lead on to our tamers. That's all the options. I still can mix what I want, but when I felt strong with my tamers and everything, this lineup kept everything strong. I wouldn't change it. Maybe add another one of these or deduct. Really, honestly, I can't really. It's hard. It's kind of hard to mitigate. But this one's a very good clutch giver because it throws everybody off when I have all my tamers out. Gets level 5s out the way. Now we're going into tamers. We are leading into 2 Digimon Emperors. When they come out of breeding, they lose 2 memory. You gain 2 basically. And when they die, level 5 or lower, all turns draw 1. Draw power right here. And all-time favorite, the Karis. The purple Karis. The remove stack and gain 1. I feel like this should go to 4, but I have it at 3. And it works out so far, but I still think I need 4. And then our favorite, Mimi. Mimi makes this cheap, makes this cheap, makes this cheap. Best everything. Then for my last 2, the memory setters. These 2 come in clutch. This works with this. This works with this. This works with this. And this. Best thing. Today I presented you my deck profile that I came in top 2nd in my store championship wave 2. And it did phenomenal. I did my first matchup 2-0. My second, I think I did both matchups 2-0. And my last matchup, I got skunked. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. This is perfect for me. Maybe I would switch these 2 out, but then it depends on which way you're going. But this is a good profile. Like, thumbs up, subscribe.